and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Brad,
Bob.
I just had a good friend that called me up. He's having some trouble with Achilles tendonitis. So I went and saw him. I thought this is a good time to review what you should do in the instance when you have this. And this is the absolute best treatment you can do for Achilles tendonitis.
Right, you've had a number of comments coming back, people, because we have this video before. We're just going to update it, make it a little better.
Yeah, a little more comprehensive.
Right.
So, all right. Achilles tendonitis obviously happens in the Achilles tendon, which is right here. It tends to happen about 2 to 6 centimeters above the attachment, which is right in the heel right
We're
here.
going to draw a line there, and we're going to work right up at there.
Yep. So it tends to happen right about here. In the case of my friend now, he had the typical example of what happens sometimes when you get the tendonitis. It would get better because he'd rested, and then as soon as he'd start exerting again, it'd come right back again.
Yeah.
He's been fighting this for 1.5 years, Brad.
Oh, my.
So, I mean, he's been trying to stretch it and doing all these things. He saw a therapist who was working on the calf muscle, but you got to get down here and work this area in order for this to get better.
Sure, you bet.
And this is a Celiax technique. What you're going to do is cross-fiber friction massage. Okay, mouthful, right, Brad?
Yeah, it is.
All right, and what you're going to do, the lesion, as they call it, tends to be on the side of the tendon, not on the back. Here's the back. You're not going to rub there. You're going to rub on the side of the tendon on both sides. It's like you're going to pinch, and you're going to pinch, and you're going to rub back and forth like this. Ooh, I'm a little bit tender there, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm probably pre-injury.
Maybe you were working out too hard this morning.
That's right. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm rubbing like this back and forth. And initially, it's going to be very sore when you do this.
Right.
And after a few minutes, a minute or so,
Right.
you'd like to see that it's stabilized, it's not getting worse, or at the very good sign is that actually starts to get a little bit numb.
Right.
It starts to feel better even.
So to reiterate that, Bob's working on that. He's actually, you put a fair amount of pressure on, right, Bob?
I start off light, Brad.
Okay.
And then I go really, by the end, I'm really rubbing hard.
The big thing after 30 seconds to a minute, if it continues to just hurt more and more, it's not ready for it.
Yeah, then you may have to go back to what, initially when you injure it, by the way, I want you to ice it for a day or two. Brad, do you want to show an easy way to ice?
All right, you can take a paper cup or a styrofoam cup like this, fill it up almost to the top, maybe a ½ below, and then...
With water, and then
yeah,
you're
with
freeze
water.
it. We better not forget that part.
Right, put it in the freezer overnight or whatever it takes to be solid ice, and then you can peel off the cup like that, and then it's going to end up, it's going to be a shorter cup like this, broke
The
off.
ice sticking out a little bit.
Yep.
And I take my palm even and
Yeah,
smooth it out a little bit.
Yep.
And then you can just go like this, and it just you can numb this up very quickly this
Right.
way. You don't have to sit there with an ice pack. By the way, as another reminder, Brad, right now, let's use this time to remind
Sure.
people, if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right down there, Brad.
Yep, right there.
Because we do lots of videos on how to stay healthy and fit, and we upload a video every day in the evening, so look for that.
Let's get back to the
all
treatment,
right, back
Bob.
to the treatment. All right, the reason we're doing this is what happens with this when it's healing, it heals in an erratic fashion. It's scar tissue, so it forms like a web.
All right, you got that injury, and the scar tissue starts laying down across, but it doesn't lay in a uniform manner, in which it really needs to be strong.
Right, it's in an erratic fashion, and therefore it easily breaks open, and that's what was happening to my friend. It heals, and he goes and does something, and it breaks open right away.
Sure.
So it's just very frustrating. It's like, I can't do anything. He says, I go out onto the basketball court, and I broke right open. This helps it realign those fibers, and it helps make them strong. So when you're doing this, so how long are you going to do this, Brad? That's the big question here.
Well,
I got a time. Celiax wants you to do this for 15 minutes. There's nobody I know that's going to do this for 15 minutes.
your fingers wear out.
Yeah. So what I recommend instead is, you do a couple minutes at a time.
Yep.
And you can do this, 3 times a day. He had him doing it every other day.
Yep.
And that's probably not a bad idea.
Sure.
But on the day you're doing it, I'd like to see if you can get 15 minutes total.
Sure, yep.
So
I've done that. I had the exact same problem about 3 years ago. It worked great.
Yeah.
It's a good technique.
the only time this doesn't work, Brad, is if you actually have a tear. I mean, if you have an outright tear,
A rupture?
it's not going to.
Yeah,
it's
it's not gonna put that
It's not going to
together.
work for that. So this is the key part of the treatment. You're going to do it, like we said, up to 15 minutes. Really, I can't emphasize enough that you start off kind of not too deep or not too hard, but by the end, I'm rubbing as hard as I can.
Right. Your thumb and fingers get tired.
Yeah. So, all right. After a few days of doing this, and hopefully it's starting to improve, you're going to want to start the stretches, Brad.
Sure.
Do you want to show maybe just a stretch with a belt first, Brad?
You bet.
Because that would not be as aggressive. This helps align the fibers too. Brad. This helps put the fibers in the right direction.
Don't start stretching too early or too aggressively.
Yeah.
It's going to be just a gentle stretch. Remember, you had some tissues that were tore, in a small manner. You don't want to re-tear them, but you do want to not let them get tightened up either. You want to stretch them gently.
You want to go ahead and show a wall stretch too, Brad?
Sure.
And that's one we definitely want to do with the knee bent and knee straight.
You can do this on-off stretch, pressure on, pressure off.
Pressure on, pressure off.
If you want to do a
Pressure on.
static stretch, it's really feeling good. You may want to hold it, but probably not more than 30 seconds. I usually do the pressure on, pressure off myself.
You want to do the wall stretch? I'll
Sure.
put my shoe on.
Can you catch me over here, Lonnie? Very common stretch. Most people are familiar with this if you have had any activity in the past with any athletics or sports. The wall stretch, the heel down here is glued to the floor. I always tell my patients, keep the toe pointed straight ahead instead of off to the side, and just lean forward. You can do it with your knees straight or with the knee bent. Stretches two different muscles. You might as well be complete and get both of them.
And if you want to really be fancy, you can get a slant board.
Yes.
They sell these at OPTP. We did a review on that. They have those
Yep.
those foam ones, don't
Yep.
they?
If you're handy, you can go make one in your garage. We got a video on that as well. Out of some wood. Make sure you do it well. This feels good. I really enjoy an incline board. And you can bend that knee as well.
Because one thing you want to really keep in mind, Brad, is after this is all said and done and it's better and it's no longer giving you trouble, you're definitely going to want to stretch and keep stretching as you continue your life and go into athletics and stuff like that. And even golf.
Right. You want to keep the tissues elastic and not let them tighten up so they'll be strong.
All right, the other thing is, again, once the pain is really diminished, and you're going to want to do some strengthening.
Yep.
And the simple strengthening you're going to start is first just toe raises, Brad. So you're going to go ahead. Are you down, Lonnie? Okay. She's bringing it down.
Okay, on the floor.
Toe raises, you're going to just go up. It's just what they say, up on your toes, and you're going to do both at the same time to start off with.
Sure. Show them a profile once, Bob, so they can see how far the heel's getting off. There you go. You're going to go up as far as you can or as far as what's comfortable if you're starting out.
Okay. Now, then eventually you could go to maybe, single toe raises like this. But honestly, the best one to do for this, Brad, is the eccentric strengthening.
Sure, yep.
So,
If you're doing toe raises, a set of 10, 2 sets of 10, as you get stronger, you can go to 3 sets of 10.
so what you're going to do is, you want to do these, Brad, or you want to
Sure.
hold on to something?
Yep. I want to grab me that PVC pipe.
This is a good one to do on the stairs.
All right.
So what you're going to do is, you're actually going to, Brad, just start in the raised up position like that, and you're going to lower it down. And then you just go ahead and put it up like this again. Nope, you don't raise up. You actually go like this, Brad. You start like this, and then you lower it down.
Yeah.
Start like this, and lower it down. You want to show it that way.
Yep. So up like this, and
Yep.
and then you're going to put weight through it and go down like this. I actually need more balance to do this properly, Bob. I would need 2 things. That's why I'm having problems.
Okay, because you want to go off the edge if you can.
Right, and then you go all
The way down.
That-
So again, show this. Here, should I try it?
Yeah, you're going to lose your balance too, Bob, I bet.
Am I?
We're too old for this.
Yeah. Now I got to show them. Okay, so you're going to start like this and lower it down. Then start like this. It is hard.
Yeah, you
Lower
lose
it
the
down.
balance. See?
So all the strengthening occurs eccentrically is basically what's happening.
If you're doing this in a stairway and you have 2 handrails, it's much, much easier than us trying to be a gymnast on
They
here.
did a study on this, Brad, and there was people that had Achilles tendonitis. That's the only thing they did. They did that twice a day, I believe. Yeah, twice a day, 10 times.
Okay.
And they did it for 12 weeks.
Okay.
Twice a day for 12 weeks, 10 times, and the vast majority of people, it took away their tendonitis. That alone.
Without any
Even the other stuff. So that's
Oh,
how
really?
important this
Okay,
is. My son had tendonitis. He's a runner, and they had him doing this too. To be honest, I mean, because he puts in such high mileage, the thing that did take it away with him was the rubbing.
Sure.
I mean, and it took it away really quite well, despite the fact he was putting in, 50, 60 miles a week.
Sure.
So, all right. If you haven't already, like we said, subscribe to us, and remember, we can fix just about anything.
Except for that broken heart, Bob.
Yeah.
No, it's up there. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Thanks.